Genshin Impact 5.8, the story, it kind of sucks, if I'm being completely honest. It's not very good, and I want to get into it in this video on why it kind of sucks complete ass. To start off my little rant about 5.8 is the dialogue and the lip sync. I mean, Gaijin Games has never had good lip sync, but like throughout 90% of all dialogue in 5.8 in the story, the characters' mouths just don't move. You're just staring at a blank face with a voice in the background, and it is so annoying. And I don't know why it's so annoying to me, but it is. But Hoyoverse is a god knows how many millions of dollar company, and they can't fucking fix this simple issue. Like, this issue is getting worse and worse and worse. I recently completed most of Natlan like a week or two ago, and it was getting pretty bad to where I was like, all right, I'm just gonna stop paying attention because I'm just staring at blank faces and it's getting boring as fuck. But in 5.8, I think it's the worst it's ever been, of the mouths not moving whatsoever when characters are talking. It is so bad to have to look at a blank face when hear just shitty dialogue in the background. So now that we got that out of the way, my little rant about the increasingly bad desync between the lips and the voices, I'm going to get into my issues with 5.8, my main issues. And that is the yapping that just goes on throughout the story. The story quest will take you maybe about a little less than 3 hours, which is, you know, not that bad of a length for a filler patch. But therein lies the issue. It is easily 2.5 hours, maybe 2 hours and 20 minutes of just pure yap. Characters just talking. And then usually with Genshin Impact, it gets a lot better when you're almost like 2 hours in. But no, it remains boring. And I'll be completely honest, I was completely disinterested during the final cutscenes and the end of the story quest, because they don't really build a connection with the robot, whatever the hell her name is. But it's just so much yapping. That's all you do. There's very little combat. You fight sometimes, and it's not even that long. You just kill a couple robots, talk to her again, kill a couple of robots, talk to multiple different people, watch more people talk, learn about the Fatui being there, and then it's just a yap fest. It just yaps for way too long. I swear to God, it was like one continuous yap fest for like 2-3 separate parts where there's combat. And in the end part, it's not even that good. It doesn't really hook your attention. I mean, for some people it's going to, because, oh, pretty cutscene, but like, there's no connection with the new character, the featured banner character that the quest is about. And like, how they don't get you to care about her at all. And well, it's just jarring that they're refusing to make any good story quests, because they can. 4.0 and the 4.0 quests were great. From my memory, I loved all of the 4.0 quests. For Natlan, the only parts I liked was the Abyss War, the final boss fight, and that's pretty much it that I liked from Natlan. Everything else is not really memorable. From Kachina and whatever the hell her name is, those two fighting, becoming a warrior and all that garbage. It's just, Hoyoverse just keeps filling their patches with yapping, and it never stops. And my God, can Paimon just shut the fuck up for one moment? Like, please. She is so goddamn annoying. Like, I like her new voice. It's not as annoying as the previous VA, but still, for one patch, have Paimon disappear or just give her a reason not to talk. just let you have the main characters talk. But no, he says like 3 things, or your main character says like 3 things. And my god, the animations from non-cutscenes are so bad. They're so stiff. It's ridiculous. There's a part in the final part of the final 30 minutes where it's really bad. Aether's doing something, or however the hell his name is, and it looks extremely bad. And I don't want to get in, I don't want to spoil it for people if you haven't done it yet, but they need to add a skip button, because I would have been perfectly fine skipping it and then watching the final cutscene on YouTube, so I wouldn't have to experience this slow ass stuff myself. Maybe it's just me, but I can't stand slow quests that don't build to nothing. But I'll see some people saying a couple days later that, oh my god, the final cutscene with her is fantastic, but there's no connection. I mean, sure, you learn about her, but it's like, oh, I have no memory. And the face animations are they're really bad. They're really, really bad, in my opinion. They're really jarring. There's a final part where she's making a ridiculous face, and it's just something going on where she's splitting personalities, or whatever hell you want to call it, and they just have one half of the face and the other half switching in between, and it's really bad. It's hilarious to look at. I'll throw it up on video right now so you can see it, but my god, Hoyoverse can do better. I know they can do better. They've done better previously in previous areas and previous quests. Why are they doing this? Why are they making it so bad? Do they know that the Genshin Impact fan base is just gonna eat this shit up? I mean, that's what it seems like. But that's really my issue with 5.8. The story just was boring. There's way too much damn yapping. The desync between the lips and the voices is getting really bad. Half the time, more than half the time, like 70% of the time, the characters' lips aren't even moving, and there's just dialogue in the back. But you know, it's probably gonna get to the point where we're gonna get into 6.0 and it's just gonna be not talking whatsoever. I mean, why waste the time animating their faces to talk when you can't even get it to work properly? So it's just save your resources, because something's going on with Genshin where you can't spare the resources to fix the faces during dialogue. So just stop having the characters move their mouths during the dialogue. There, that fixes the issue. But really, that's all I have to complain about 5.8. I haven't done the events because it's currently almost 3 in the morning and I'm kind of tired, but I'm gonna do the events probably in 2 days when I stream again, because I streamed this entire thing and I was mainly preoccupied with watching a live stream of the tsunami that's apparently gonna hit Hawaii, because that was more interesting, watching a pitch black camera with no night vision of barely visible water than playing this fucking quest. But if you made it this far, I thank you. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. And my chair is shitty, but if you liked the video, please subscribe and like it and share it. You know, all that good stuff that I keep forgetting to mention. But thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.